What's up, guys? Welcome to Meatballs SOS. Tonight, we're going to talk about something here. We're going to talk about boots and what kind of boots in particular for SHTF. The vast majority of us, okay, we're probably going to be at work when SHTF happens. Vast majority of us wear some kind of a boot, whether it be short, 6-inch, 8-inch, zippers, no zippers, the boa strap system, whatever it is. That's the one with the dial that automatically cinches up your boots. But whatever the case may be, we're going to have something on our feet, and you want to be comfortable. Well, daily comfort. Well, what does that look like for me in my world? I'm in construction, so for me, I need a boot that's lightweight, waterproof. It has to be waterproof. If your boots are not waterproof, and you have boots, you wasted your money. You might as well have thrown your money away, lit it on fire. I mean, it's a waste. To me, it's an absolute waste. Especially if you live in places where you get indoor snow or heavy amounts of rain, what have you. If it's not waterproof, it's not worth it for me. And I've experienced that. I've thrown boots away, once they've gotten water in them after only not even a month of having them, and they start smelling and whatnot. It's not fun. So with that being said, there are several kinds of boots. I'm a huge fan of Merle, or for the super hardcore progressives, Merrell, however you want to pronounce it. But these are the Moab 2s. There's the Moab 3 that is out. Highly recommend. These are fantastic tack boots. Alright, they are waterproof. Okay, side zip, lightweight. They feel great on the feet. I'm not debuting a specific brand or a specific boot. I'm just showing you guys, and everyone's different when it comes to footwear. People are flat-footed, people are more narrow, whatever works for you. These work for me. I'm on my feet, I'm a bigger guy, and that's like I'm walking on clouds. So for me, Merle, whatever you want to call it, this is it. Now, this is just one style. The other style, a lot of guys, and there's been a lot of heavy input with these, are the hiking boots. Now, Amazon has a knockoff for like $40. You can go for it. I've actually had these for about 2.5 years, and they've seen concrete, as you can tell, and they've held up pretty good. But these are just kind of like my around the house boots now, because the laces don't hold up because the salt, as you could tell, there's like two different things going on there. It's just the coating that came off. And I could talk to you guys too about rhino laces later. Change all your boot laces out, especially if you have SHTF boots. SHTF boots are going to be an issue if you don't have rhino laces, and rhino laces we'll get into later. But there's the short 6-inch style. These are great. They make the newer models a little more reinforced. The jersey material is a little bit thicker. As a matter of fact, there's no jersey material up here in the front. It's still flexible, and they're waterproof, which is awesome. I'm actually going to pick up a new pair of these, just the waterproof version. They are that Vibram undersole, so it's that hard, durable rubber, which for those of you, you're probably thinking like I was thinking when I bought these things, Vibram. I had those shoes. They had the cutouts for your toes when they were like a thing. Way back when Meatball was like heavy, like lifting and all that shit, and it sucked. That Vibram rubber was horrible back then, but they've come a long way, and both boots, if I'm not mistaken, are both Vibram. Okay, all right, so they're both Vibram. Kill a commie for mommy. Like that? And it's up to you. you're going to want boots. You know, even the old school Vietnam jungle boots are fine. Those things are actually killer. Those things still kick ass. I like them a lot. And I've got a pair of those. Fox Outdoors Tactical, I think it is, or Fox Tactical. I think it's Fox Outdoors. They have on a website that I came across, I want to say it was military surplus. I think it was just militarysurplus.com. And they had these Fox Tactical Jungle Boots on sale for $19.99. I loaded up. I probably got about 4 pairs of those things. Because you're going to go through boots. You know, it's just, it is what it is. But, you know, it all depends. Like, a lot of guys don't like the high boot because of your knees. It hurts your knees. Like I said, it's all about the individual. I've never had an issue with the high boots. I've always worn the high boots. And I've always liked them. They have more support in the ankle. The low boots, I can't say I've had issues either with the low cut boot. But like I said, you're definitely going to want something waterproof. And when you get your boots, there's nothing wrong with having a shit pair and then having your good pair. As a matter of fact, there's, like I said, the Fox Tacticals, I would consider those a shit pair, but they're Vietnam jungle boots. So they're really not. Just the material that they're made out of, they're like a knockoff of the Vietnam jungle boot. So just be cautious of that. You want to try to get the real thing, the USGI stuff. So you want to be careful. But that particular style, there's nothing wrong with. Make sure it's waterproof. For a winter boot, you don't. That's the other thing with the winter. You don't want to go. A lot of these guys, they mistaken. You know, oh, I need 1,200, 2,000 insulation rate grain, and it's like, no, you don't. You could be okay with 600 and have a thick pair of wool, merino wool, 100% pure merino wool socks. You would be amazed. The problem with boots, if you're that guy that says, oh, it doesn't do it, your feet sweat. Your feet sweat. When your feet sweat, okay, they're going to get cold. They're going to get colder faster. Baby powder, guys. It's a simple solution. Put baby powder and you'll be fine. So I have a company that I've been using called Brunt. I should have grabbed them, but they are the moccasin toe work boot. They're like a competition would be like, or their knockoff would be like Thorogoods, or not even really, well, yeah, Red Wings. The mock toe, flat bottom for stepping on rebar, wire mesh, all that shit. But that's what I wear for work. And that's the boot of choice for me, and they're waterproof because if SHTF happens, I'm at work, at least I've got a pair of boots that are lightweight, comfortable, and I know are going to get me, you know, through the day, through a couple days. And me being an operator, you know, yeah, okay, you're sitting down, but not always, depending on what I'm doing. Sometimes I'm climbing up and down a ladder all freaking day, depending on what I'm doing, and that could get really challenging. Okay, that can get really challenging, and my feet don't bother me all that much, so it's all about comfort, and you gotta test the stuff out. When you get a good boot, hold on to that boot. Remember that boot. Buy doubles, so the good stuff. The shit stuff, like I said, when it's on sale, when it usually goes on sale, like I waited, buy it up. Just buy it up. You can't go wrong. I will post a couple links. I will post one to Brunt for work boots, and then, you know, if you want to wear that work boot in an SHTF situation, you don't have to wear tactical. As a matter of fact, there are some work boots out there, especially from Rocky, that give those tactical boots a run for their money. They're a little heavy on the feet. I understand tack boots are a little bit lighter. But I've also put on some tack boots that felt like they got concrete inside of them. So it's just give and take. Don't buy the stuff from Walmart. I know what you're going to say. Well, you said buy the cheap shit. Yes, you could buy the cheap stuff, but I'm just going to caution. There's a brand at Walmart. It's in a black and green box. I bought those. They lasted not one day, because here's what happened. I went to go zip up, okay, the boot. And when I went to go zip up the boot, the actual zipper, it like broke apart in like 4 different places. The zipper, not the clasp, whatever you want to call it, whatever this part is. Okay, this piece here, not the actual piece that's stitched into the boot, but that part broke off in like 3 or 4 different pieces. I was like, I was amazed. Never had anything happen to me before like that. So, another thing about good boots, when you know you have a good pair of boots, is when you're pulling them up from right here, they don't tear. When you have a boot that doesn't tear in the back like that, you know you got a good boot. And you know you got a cheap boot when they rip. But, you know, at a minimum, it's good to remember, you know, you want to try to go with a jungle boot. A side zip tactical boot is good. Moabs. There's the 2 and the 3s out there. Merle. Baits. I've had good luck with Baits. They hold up for what they're worth. They're pretty good. What else that I've tried out there? 511s are decent. They're not bad. They've come a long way. For the military surplus, Rocky. Army still uses Rocky, I believe. There's Belleville out there. Belleville's okay. It's not bad. The Rocky SV2 or S2V or SV2s, those are good. Those are good. You know, and when it comes to, you know, deciding on a boot, you want one that has, that's another thing, really quick. I know I'm kind of boring you guys with this, but you see that tread? You see that kind of style tread at the bottom? When you guys are buying boots, my Oakley guys that are out there, oh, I'm going to rock Oakleys. Hey, I'm not knocking Oakleys. I had Oakleys. The Oakleys that I had, though, were for road marching. There is a big difference in flat versus terrain. The more of a flat foot bottom, that's for the road. That's for road marching. Like, my work boots are for the road. They're not for the mud. If I go in the mud with those things, forget about it. They're for road, literally, strictly the roads. Something to keep in mind. Do not buy something that's flat at the bottom, completely flat. Try to stick with something that's got some serious tread, like that, okay? I've worn the shit out of these, so it's hard to see, but at one point these look just like this at the bottom, okay? I highly recommend you guys do not buy the ones that are flat at the bottom. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to really regret it. You want something knobby. Think like a tire. Would you want to go into the mud with your street tires, or would you want to go in the mud with off-road tires? That is the best way to explain it and to put it. So, anybody has any questions at all, like I said, I'm going to put some of the links up from different sites. But if there's any questions at all, do not hesitate to hit me up. Stay safe. Thumbs up.